And thank you. One of the heroes that we are honoring today lived by a simple motto that's inspiring a whole new generation. If not me, then who? That feeling guided U.S. Marine Corps First Lieutenant Travis Manion, who was on his second deployment when an enemy sniper killed him in 2007. Before he died, he pulled two fellow Marines to safety. And one of those Marines joins us today, Corporal Chuck Segel. And Corporal, I mean, we often forget it's the unofficial start to summer, but this for a lot of military families, in fact, for the whole country, is a very solemn and thoughtful weekend, especially for you. We talked about how in April of 2007, you were in the Anbar province when you were shot, and Travis Manion pulled you and another fellow Marine out of the line of fire. So this is an especially poignant day for you. Talk about that, Chuck.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, one, I would like to say it is a somber day in some regards, but I do think that our fallen brethren and sisters would absolutely want us to be out and enjoying the day as we usually do. But yeah, it's traumatic, and obviously every year the bell tolls and we remember those that we lost, and it can be tough, but, we push forward.
Yeah, and we were talking about the story how, Chuck, where, for about 9 years, 10 years, maybe even longer than that, you were working after you came back from Iraq, and then you decided in 2019, because you got together with Travis's sister, Ryan, you got together with her, and you joined the Travis Manion Foundation, and it really has changed your life. Tell us about what that foundation's goal is.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Travis Manion Foundation is a veteran service group whose goal is to, make positive out of a negative by basically taking Gold Star families and veterans and going out there and doing public service and helping the community, making the world a better place, and making connections for us. Basically trying to honor those that we've lost through self-service.
Yeah, it's amazing. And it's amazing you talk about you went down after Hurricane Maria to Puerto Rico, and that was really the thing that sold you on it. And what happened down there, and what are you now doing for people in the time of COVID, Chuck?
Yeah, absolutely. So going down there, so that was a heck of a trip. I got to spend a week with Ryan, meet Travis's sister, and spend a lot of time with her and get to know her and the family and build a relationship with her, which is very meaningful for me. Years later to make a connection to Travis again. So we went down there and we built some roofs for some people who were without roofs for 2.5 years, and make a connection with families down there and help some veterans also from Puerto Rico. So that was very great. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's inspiring work you do. And I was kind of reading the biography and looking at some of your videos, Chuck. And we were hoping, by the way, to have Travis's sister Ryan on with us. But we were, reading deep into the fact that she talks a lot about, and you talk a lot about, that the military community is a good model for companies and for civilian communities. And what exactly do you all mean by that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the military community obviously is a bonded community, but also one that's of service and takes care of its people and also wants to better the world, the country, etc. So it's a great model for other companies to look at and say, okay, well, how are they so successful with what they do? Why is it that people want to stay and go back? Why do these families get involved and stay and honor it? Yeah. So it's a great business model for sure.
Yeah. Let me just jump in here because we have Travis's sister Ryan is with us, and we just had some problems there. I just want you, we've got a very little short amount of time because we lost you. Ryan, give me what you want people to know about the Travis Manion Foundation.
I think what I want people to know is that more than just the Travis Manion Foundation, today on Memorial Day, it's about honoring the sacrifices of the men and women who have given their lives for our freedom. And for me, it's so special to have Chuck on the show, to know that he was with my brother when my brother gave his life in Iraq. And it's been incredible to form a bond with him and to see how he continues to go out there and serve, not just in Travis's legacy, but in the legacy of all of these men and women.
Yeah, you talk about, it's interesting, Ryan, because Chuck was just telling us about the trip to Puerto Rico and your goals now for COVID-19. And I know it was pretty obvious what the goal was in Puerto Rico, but for the Travis Manion Foundation, for COVID-19 going forward, Ryan, if you could tell us what the goal is, what's the hope for this foundation now?
Well, I think we as a nation can learn an incredible deal from our military community. This is a group that knows about adversity. They know about challenges. They know about working through difficult situations. So at the Travis Manion Foundation, we have an incredible group of veterans and families of the fallen that are empowered to get out there and to help and to give back. And we can learn so much from these individuals.
Yeah, it really is. It's very inspiring. And as Chuck and I were talking about, this is a solemn time. I know it's summer and we should be happy and stuff, but it's also a very solemn and thoughtful time for military families. Ryan Manion, Chuck Segel, great of you both to join us. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thanks so much.
Republicans in California.